into my eyes. You're getting very sleepy. Look into my eyes. Hey pals, it's me, BJW. Welcome to the fourth episode on Decidedly Vanilla. I'm gonna try and land on my new Doug fir here. Yeah, right there. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, this is a Doug fir that I built from scratch here in our new base area. And I thought I'd land up here so I could give you a quick lay of the land before we start talking about our two projects for today, which are right there and right here. And yeah, this is clearly a mesa biome, and we actually have a little bit of the Bryce Mesa right over here, which is one of the reasons I really like this area. And yeah, this is I had originally was gonna build out here on this peninsula, and if you go this way, about 500 blocks or so, we are to the original spawn area, so we're not too far away. We've got spawn, and then about that same distance beyond is the original base. So in the nether, we have a straight line that goes from one base to the other. And you can see I got a bunch of shulker boxes down there and chests ready to go for our first build today, which is going to be more of a redstone build, even though it's a super simple redstone build. We need more cocoa beans for our dye farm, or our dye business, the Free Dye Society over at Spawn. And as a result, we need some cocoa beans for the brown and for cookies and whatnot. And so I thought I'd make it an interesting kind of full-scale build above ground. Right underneath my house here, this is going to be my house for this area. I do have a storage room, and underneath that we have the sugarcane farm. So let's see if I can get over here a little bit, do a little parkour. And here's my little baby Doug fir. These were just a couple of quick samples that I thought I'd build to see how they would look. I'm not too sure about the leaf color in this biome, because clearly oak leaves have a little bit of a color shift on them, and with my texture pack I've got 3 colors of oak leaves anyway. And the color shift, I do like it. It just maybe doesn't go very well with the spruce, so I may have to replace all these leaves. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. I think I'll build a few more of them around. I want to dot them around the landscape a little bit, because I think they're going to blend in when I start really doing the landscaping stuff. But anyway, we have a little bit of a town center here, and then let's see if I can get over here without falling off. Up one here. We have this really neat kind of island that sits out here that's really high up. So my thought would be, when I build my house down here, I'm going to have a kind of a porch off the backside, and I'm going to build a bridge that's going from the town center over to this monastery. And so this is going to be this big, it'll have a church and some outbuildings and a big courtyard and some kind of fun stuff like that. I think that'll be kind of a cool place. And I have some interesting ideas for some other features on that when we get there. It might be a little while before we get there, though. But for today, let's go ahead and we will get started on this build right here. I've already got myself a pretty good collection of shulker boxes and whatnot over here. Oh, wow. You know, I cleared this area, and one of the things that I've always wondered is whether or not these will just automatically grow. And these were not here yesterday when I cleared this area out. So that's good to know that those grow, because actually I had wanted to collect a few more of those. Let's see, let's get my shiny things box. Oh, no, I need my armor box. I have wasted an unbreaking enchantment on shears. Not wasted, because I thought that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I want these guys. So did I pick that one up? Yeah, I got 2 of them. I want those, so let's make sure and collect them there, and then I have my greenery box here that I can collect them in, and there we go. No big deal. All right, so the big idea here on the cocoa bean farm, I don't know how much I'm going to need, so excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. My cold is almost gone. It's so close. I've got just a little bit of a cough left, and that's about it. And you know, it's kind of interesting. I've been kind of catching up on a lot of YouTubers lately that I haven't been watching just because I've been so busy. And, you know, a lot of people have a cold right now, oddly enough, that are just trying to get over it. Mumbo's was talking about it in his last episode, and his new one coming up on Hermitcraft today, I believe. But the idea here is that we've got 10 blocks of jungle wood that we will be planting our cocoa beans on, and then it'll be 4 blocks high. And then inside of this right here, I've designed a super simple redstone, and all it's basically going to do is I'm going to have to push a button, and I thought about doing it off an observer block that would observe when the cocoa beans grow, but the problem is they don't grow uniformly across, and this one could grow, and then it would shake this, and everything would fall off, and a bunch of them might not be fully grown. So I'm going to have to wait and then just physically observe that everything's grown before I activate it. And then when I activate it with one button, both of these will send a pulse to a stack of sticky pistons on this side, and then there will be another stack on this side, not sticky pistons, sorry, regular pistons. There'll be one stack here on this guy, right on the inside, 4 up, and then there'll be a stack on 4, set 1 back, that 4 up. And the idea is that I hit that button, an observer block reads that, it pushes this over, shakes all the beans off. Another observer block will observe that this moved, and it will activate this side that'll push it back. So it'll just go tick, tick, and all the beans will shake off, and then I have to walk around and collect them all. And that's going to happen actually on both of these. So I'm going to have 2 sets. They'll be 4 high by 10 long, so there will be 80 on each bar, 160 total pods. And my calculations say that with one growing of this will equal about 12 stacks of cocoa beans. So that's my hope. That's how it's going to work out. And so to do that, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and place all the wood really quick, and then we'll come back and do the redstone together. All right, we have all the jungle wood in. It's not particularly a great looking wood. I wish this was a better looking wood. I suppose one of the things I could do if I just felt like it would be to change the texture a little bit in here, but I don't know. We'll have to see. The style of the building around here is going to be, for lack of a better term, probably mountain Mediterranean. A lot of sandstone and spruce wood and stuff like that. So I think this might still turn out okay. It depends on what this building ends up looking like. As you can see, I sort of just laid out the overall size and shape of it. And one of the other thoughts is, if for some reason this isn't yielding enough, what I'm going to do is go down and add a second set down below this. The nice thing about this is this could actually go, infinity high and infinity low if we wanted it to, all the way to build height. The thing that limits us is how we can place the cocoa beans on here. So, I can't have it 400 blocks high. Well, I can't have 400 blocks high. I can't have it 256 blocks high and expect to be able to put the cocoa beans on it. So, anyway, the other thing I realized too as I started working on this and looking at it again is I actually need an extra block in here, so I'm going to have to move this back. But I'll do that in a minute. So the redstone on this is actually surprisingly easy. We're basically using observer blocks to pass the signal up. Yep, I think I want to go down. Yep, let's go down there. I need to go up to, I don't need this one in the middle, so I'm going to clear that one out. I'm not going to place the redstone just yet. Let's get all the observer blocks in place first. And then this one goes like this. So it's pointing down. Take this one out of the middle. And so it'll be doing, I may have dug that down in the wrong spot here, so let's go ahead and go down here just so I have access below. Because I'll need to clear that out. Because there is a little bit of redstone underneath here, and actually it's not even connected, it's just... Oop, uh-oh. Zloy! No! Sad face for Zloy. He'll be fine, though. He's a big boy. And then let's see, I'm going to have a redstone torch there. Let's go ahead and do it on this one at the same time. And I think I'm going to try and pass the signal from both. So if I hit one button, all these go at the same time. I've got to go up 2. Take the one out in the middle. And then a redstone torch right there. And down here to this end. A 1, a 2. And that's good. Get rid of this bad boy. Oh, I can't do it with the sword. Won't do me much good. And then we're going to dig down a little bit here so I can... Yeah, I probably have to go down here. So I can get under here with redstone. Alright. In fact, I probably should have dug out in the middle because I think I'm going to have to do my redstone slightly different than that. But that's okay. We'll figure this out in a second here. Actually, I think I have enough with this guy. Let's put... I don't need my bow underneath me right now or with me right now. So, let's see. I think I need to go down to here. Is going to be my redstone that goes underneath. And then that will activate this side. So if I do this and that, and then where do I want to put my button on the back of the redstone torch here. There we go. Exactly what we wanted that to do. And I'm going to replace all this cobblestone with something else. I haven't quite decided yet what the main material is going to be. It's probably going to be stone, but actually one of the things I was thinking about doing, I'll have to do this in creative, is to go get a bunch of the prismarine, probably dark prismarine, and see how that works with the spruce and the sandstone. I'm hoping that's going to look cool because I want to have an interesting base on this building that will then go up into sandstone and spruce. So sandstone and Bruce. Ay. All right, let's come down here. We got to put the redstone down this end, which is just about equally easy. You know what I need to do? I'm going to have to remove these guys and this one because I need to put my... how I'm going to do this. I think I can go ahead and just put my block down here. And then I need another observer block pointing... oh, actually I don't need it there. I need it underneath the stone. Underneath the wood. I don't need that there. Which way? I want this to be reading that it's moving. So I need to have the observer block here pointing down. So it's reading that movement. So what'll happen is that when this moves over... I may have messed it up by doing that. We'll have to see. I think I can probably make it go back if I need to. But when this moves over this, it'll detect that movement, and then it'll send a signal back, and that'll push it all back in the other direction. So pretty straightforward, actually, and simple. We need to put a block below that, so it's reading the signal. And then we need something here. Need some, let's see what I need, a repeater. To pick up the signal that's coming from, if I can get, oh no, I'm going to set my way. Maybe I could do that from the side, from here. Move that out of the way just a little bit. There we go, perfect. I think I want to delay this just a little bit so that it has time to cycle back. Maybe we'll do it on 3 and just see how that works. And then it's pretty simple. We just have redstone here, and then oh, you know what? I put this in the wrong spot. I gotta move it back one. Yep, we gotta move it back one because that should have been. We wanted to have it reading movement back here one, so not this one. It needs to be on this one. I forgot because I already moved it over. It messed me up. I remember having to do it off that. So this goes to here. Then we have, and I still can't read it or reach it very well. I gotta come back around. So I have a better angle. Put that repeater there, put it on 3, and then we'll have a signal here, and then we need to bring the signal up close enough that this can read it. And I'm going to leave that there for just a second. Put the redstone on these guys up here, so that when I place this one, it'll push it all back for me. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. So now, when I do this, I think that's a timing thing. Let's put this on 4 and see if that fixes it. 1, 2. Yep. Although that's still getting a double signal on it. That's a little odd. It shouldn't be doing that. It's working. It just shouldn't be doing a double bumper on there. Why is it doing that? Because it moves it over once. It sends the signal. Huh. Well, you know, it's working, so I can't complain too much. I'm just getting a double pump on that side, which doesn't really hurt anything. I might mess with the timing just a little bit to see what I can do. But then I need to bring this signal off of here over to this one. So I may not need that. That's powered. Yep, so let's take this. Let's move these guys out of the way. I don't need this one right now. Bring this down 1. Like that. Now, I'm going to want to be able to cover this up. I can do this with half slabs, so I'll have to design something that looks pretty cool with half slabs. And then I just need that there. That's it, right? Yep. And this will come over here. Now we can put that up there, and that up there. Then we just have to come down here and repeat the same stuff that we did on the other side. Let me clear this out so I have room to place the repeater that I need. And did we move it back yet? Nope, so I can put it under this one. Will work just great. Put this there. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Clean that up. Repeater. Can I jump? Oh, I can, because that's not there right now. We got 1. We need to come back here and place another block there so it's underneath the observers. And then I think this is it right there. That should do both. And I got that all the way there. Yep. There we go. That one didn't read it back. That one came back okay. How come that didn't come back? Let's go down and take... Oh, because I didn't set the repeater. Derp. I gotta time the repeater properly. Can I reach it from here? No. But I can do that from over here. Can't I? Oh, I also forgot the block that has to go under that to send the signal. Please, BJ, come on. Now I gotta set that back to 4. Put that there, and that should do it. There we go. We got both of them are set in the same position, so now when I hit the button, there you go. It works! Yes! I can plant my cocoa beans now. I still gotta figure out why in my testing world that I did this in, this wasn't a problem. I didn't do that beat twice for some reason. So I might go just take a quick look and make sure. If I need to tweak this, I'll let you know what I tweaked. I probably shouldn't leave a completely open cavity down here without some sort of lighting. Or that's just begging to have me have a bunch of mobs growing under here. So let's add some lighting down below. And yeah, there you go. That's all done and dusted. We got it figured out. I'm going to plant this guy and let it grow once, and we'll come back and see what the yield is really quick. There we go. It's all done. Well, I should say, at least it's all been planted. I got 160 full-size pods ready to be harvested on here. And I thought we'd come back and I'd show you how much it ends up getting us. Actually, let's do this really quick, too. I want to set up 2 chests because the way that we're going to do this over at spawn when we put these things out for people to purchase or to not purchase, but to... I think the way I'm thinking about setting it up, the Free Spawn Society, is that if you need it, you can take it. If you want to donate to us, to the Free Dye Society, so that we can continue to grow great dye for you and for your community, then donations will be accepted. But we're not going to charge anybody for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up. Actually, I think it only needs to be 1 chest now I think about it. We'll do 1 chest per dye, per color. And so these are going to be 16s. And so I'm curious as to whether or not 1 harvest will allow me to replant everything and still be able to fill that chest up with 16 in every slot. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Insert drum roll here. All right. Let's see what we got. Hopefully none of that dropped down below. I might have to open it up just to make double sure. But that's why I put the thing up on top too, was so that I can make sure that we didn't have any that disappeared up on top. I think that's it. Let's see how much we got here. Oh, not too bad. I was hoping to be a little bit more than that, to be honest with you, but that's not bad. Now let's go ahead and replant really quick so that we can see how much we're going to end up with after planting. Fast forward. So not quite enough to do a whole chest. Let's see here. If we split that and then split it again, there's 18. Oh, only need 16. Doot. Boom, there we go. So that's 1 harvest. 1 single harvest there gets us almost our chest refilled, which is pretty good. I can't complain about that too much. If I felt like I needed to do more than that, if cocoa beans were selling like crazy and hotcakes, then we could always double the size of this pretty quickly and easily. Actually, it's such an easy build overall. The bigger challenge is going to be building the building up around it and making it an interesting place to be within our village. So there you go. Here's our build for the day. That was our redstone for the day. This is our build for the day. This is going to be my main house here at the village, as yet to be named. I got to name it something at some point, but for right now it's unnamed. And I have been working on this a little bit in creative, and so rather than like building this individually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the frame and substantial kind of completion of the walls and things like that in time-lapse, and then we'll come back and do a little bit of decoration and refinement, because just like every building I think I typically build, I kind of build the husk of it first, the outside, the exterior, and kind of get it substantially complete, and then I go back and start adding in all the detail and make it a lot more interesting and landscape and things like that. So I think in the time lapse we're just going to basically build the structure, the walls, and the roof, and then we'll come back and work on some detail. So enjoy. And there we go. For the most part, the structure of everything is complete. I went ahead and did the little pergola here on the back porch with the grapevines and or vines of some sort growing all over everything. I really like the way it looks. And yeah, really all we have left to do now is we got to do a fair amount of decoration on the inside. I got to fix a lot of this stuff so it looks good and consistent, and do a lot of lighting. And I got stairs I gotta build to go down to the next level. And you know, this does remind me, Dogminer, at the last episode in the comments, he made a suggestion that I should stop using shaders because it gets a little bit dark. And I heard you, dog. I heard what you're saying. So here's what I want to do. Instead of just getting rid of shaders, because I really love the way that shaders look, and with this newer SEUS shaders, I think they've fixed a lot of the problems that I've always had with shaders in terms of how it looks. It is a little dark when we get into the nether and into the end, but the quality of the light and the color I've just been really happy with. You know, you have this dappled shade and shadows coming through the leaves on the sun, and look what it does. I mean, this has a lot of characteristics to how real light actually works, you know, as far as you can render it in Minecraft. You know, and there's little squares of light in the windows and the sun, and it's really, I really like the way it looks, so I don't want to abandon shaders altogether just yet. But I do hear what you're saying. And so one of the things I'm going to do, and I've already tested it a little bit, is within DaVinci Resolve, I have the ability to kind of to turn up the gain to improve at least the light within the darker areas, to bring up the light so it's not quite so dark. I just got to be careful not to blow out the outsides too much. But you know, this is pretty reflective of real life. If you take a picture inside and you expose to be able to see stuff on the inside, even though it might be a little dark when you look outside, the sun and the sky really blows everything out. It turns white like that. So it's pretty impressive how good this shader, the SEUS shaders work in that regard. And you come outside, you look inside, and it's darker inside, and you kind of have this light quality. So I don't want to abandon it altogether, but I hear what you're saying, dog. And yeah. So maybe for the next couple episodes, I'm going to try messing with the light inside, or the light within DaVinci Resolve, and see if I can fix it. So the only thing I really have to do left on the building, like I mentioned, is a fair amount of decoration on the inside. I got decoration on the outside. And one of the things I'm going to do, that's not really where I want that. I have to decide which of these areas I'm going to enclose. For sure, I'm going to enclose this area, and then I'm going to do the walls similar to what I did up there. Of course, they'll be different, and they're a little more squat, because this is where the stairs are going to go up. So this will be sort of the main entrance to the house from down below. And I'm going to probably either extend it this way down to here with the walls, so this is all on the inside, or I'm going to go this direction and make it all on the inside. My inclination right now, I think, is I'm going to make these two inside, and then have like a little patio space out here with these walls that kind of creates a little private patio out here. And then I'm going to do a pond with maybe like a little bit of a waterfall and a garden out here and an edge. And I think this will be a nice edge to the building in foreground. And then we'll have another tree or two out here to help make this place really stand out a little bit. Yeah, I got glass I got to put in and things like that, and grow the plants out of the grass blocks. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I took a quick gander at the time, and we're doing fine right here. I want to have generally shorter episodes. Under the 20 minutes would be preferable, because I think that's about all as long as they really need to be for everybody. And As usual, we say at the end of every episode, I try to keep it to the ends of the episode. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. My goal this year is to hit 1,000 subs. That's my goal by the end of the year. It's going to require me being a lot more consistent than I was last year, that's for sure, and putting out the content for you guys to enjoy. And of course, it's really hard on Minecraft nowadays. People watching Minecraft on YouTube has dropped off a lot, but I really enjoy it. I've tried playing other games. It doesn't quite have the same fun for me that doing this does. So I'm going to stick with Minecraft for the time being. I might try other games. I've got Destiny 2 and things like that I might be putting on the channel, perhaps, but Minecraft is what I'm going to be mostly doing. So anyway, I really appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching today's episode, and we will see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening, great day, great afternoon, whatever time it is of the day you're watching this. I really appreciate it, and there you go. Bye-bye.